Hello, my name is Hayden, and I present to you Coughs for Thoughts, my science fair project. I tested the masks we use for code prevention to see if they're as good as we are told, because there's so many types of masks. It all started in science class when we were assigned the science fair project. At first, I couldn't decide on what to pick, but then on my driving back to home, I realized that I should probably test out the masks. So I talked to my father, he approved, and we brainstormed some ideas. My purpose is to test the masks we use for COVID prevention to see if they are as good as we are told. My hypothesis is that the N95 mask is better than the other types of masks, due to my research. I did 3 experiments with 4 types of masks: bandana, N95 mask, cloth mask, and surgical masks. The test I did included putting a mask on a vacuum cleaner, putting a mask in a steamer, putting a mask in a mannequin attached to a vacuum cleaner. The results of the first experiment showed that the N95 mask had the best air suppression abilities, followed by a cloth mask, then the surgical mask, then the bandana. The results for the second slide turned out that the bandana had the best water absorption capabilities, followed by cloth mask, surgical mask, then the N95 mask. The results for the third experiment showed that the N95 stopped the most air on a somewhat human face, followed by surgical, cloth, and then bandana. I made a chart ranking on how well the masks did on each of the experiments, with the best getting a 4 and the worst getting a 1. Overall, I've discovered over the process of my experiment that the N95 mask is the best mask to wear during COVID, and the bandana is the worst. I got the results I did because some masks are just better at others than doing different things. Example, the cloth mask absorbs water and has better air suppression when it's attached to a vacuum than a surgical mask. But surgical masks were not designed to fight COVID-19, but cloth masks were. So there's a less effective air suppression than other masks. One thing I could have done better is done more trials. If I were to recreate this project, I would have done more experiments to really determine which mask is best. I would use lasers to determine how much moisture is getting through the mask, like in a YouTube video I saw. I used my data to analyze what fabrics can be used for what purposes. I would also test out how the mask stays effective after long-term use, like testing it over and over until it becomes less effective or it breaks. I could be a bit more exact because the jewelry scale I had was not big enough for the weight of the bandana after it had been steamed, so I just put 21 grams, which was the weight limit of the steamer scale. Sorry. My conclusion is that the N95 mask is the most effective mask to fight COVID. If you have a choice between the N95 mask and the bandana, please pick the N95 for everyone and your health. Thank you, and stay safe.